Let's dive into this paperwork issue. Even though I'm struggling with all this paperwork, I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed. There's so much paperwork, so many forms to fill out, and this is being submitted to the government, so I have to do it properly. And I deeply and completely, gently and compassionately love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed, there's just so much paperwork. And I've never done this before. And I deeply and completely, gently and compassionately love, honor, and accept myself. Even though everything is always hardest the first time. But I feel like this is coming at me from everywhere. I turn around and it's more paperwork. And I deeply and completely, gently and compassionately love, honor, and accept myself. All this paperwork, there's just no end to it. I'm overwhelmed. I'm exhausted. I just can't get this paperwork done. How much do I need to do? It's just endless. And it's so persnickety. It's got to be done properly. Every box has to be filled out properly with the appropriate number in it, the appropriate calculation. I'm feeling intimidated. I'm feeling overwhelmed because it's just so tricky. It's just too much. How does anyone work through this paperwork? It's a bit of a mess. So I'm complicated. I find it complicating. It's confusing. I don't know what to do. And I'm not sure how to do it. I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed. It's just exhausting. This paperwork craziness, all this persnicketiness. I don't feel competent to do it, but it has to be done properly. I really don't feel like I'm competent. I'm not sure how. And I have to submit it all. And there's a deadline. I have to get it done right. It's all legal stuff. All these forms. I got to do it properly. And I'm choosing to recognize that if I go slow, I can figure this out. I do have someone who I can use as a sounding board. And I can ask for their assistance. And that gives me a sense of clarity and a sense of calmness because I know I'm not the only one. I do have support. And I'm feeling overwhelmed. And I'm giving myself patience and compassion. I've never done this before. No wonder I don't understand how to do it. I'm learning to be gentle with myself. I'm learning to be kind to myself. And I'm learning to be compassionate with myself. And I'm addressing this anxiety because when I'm anxious, it's harder to do it properly. So when I'm gentle with myself, I can go through it methodically, piece by piece, starting with what I know how to do. And I can gain a little bit of confidence. I know how to fill out my name. The name part is easy. I'll start with what's easy. And I'll work my way through. Maybe I'll do it in pencil the first time. And after I go through skipping the parts I don't know, and I go back a second time or a third time, it will start to make more sense to me. And I'll ask for input as I need it. Confirming I'm moving forward properly. Because I do know I can figure this out. I'm intelligent enough. I'm smart enough. I've done other forms similar. They have faith in me. They all believe I can do this. So I'm going to borrow some of that confidence and some of that belief in myself. And because they believe in me, maybe their perception of me is more accurate than my own insecurities. So I'm going to take that belief in myself and I'm going to use it to work through this paperwork, to process what I can. And when I get stuck, I can pick up the phone or send an email to someone who knows a little bit more. I know I can do this. I know I can figure this out. I've got this. I'm stronger than I realize. I'm more competent than I give myself credit for. My anxiety puts me into spin mode. But when I stay calm, I can work my way through it. So I'm choosing to ground myself first and foremost. I choose to ground myself so I have the clear emotion and the clarity of mind that I need to move forward. I know I can do this. I can breathe my way through it, trusting in myself and trusting in my support team because they are there to back me. I have their support. I've got this. I truly can figure this out. I can pull this together and it'll work out just fine. I've got this. Take a breath, grab some juice, meet you in a group call, and thanks for being here.